family will also be strengthened by our presence here and some of the words that will come from some of our speakers as we celebrate and say farewell to our champion. My name is Thabiso Musia. I will be directing the program here, and before I go any further, it's also an honor for me to be here. I grew up watching Dingaan Thobela on TV at home as a youngster. I remember some of his fights and some of the memories that he left me with, and I'm sure many of you also have those wonderful memories of the Rose of Soweto. Later on in our journey, when I became a sports journalist on SABC, I got an opportunity to interview him a number of times, Dingaan Thobela, and I've got some wonderful stories to share about him and wonderful memories that he has left me with. So it's also an honor for me, as difficult as it is, but to be here and to be given the responsibility of just making sure that he gets the farewell that he deserves. And
Dingaan was an unbelievable fighter. Across the board, he was loved by everybody. What can I say about a fighter that, in the history of this country, there have been only two great fighters who have had the distinction of holding the famed green belt. And one of those was obviously the great Dingaan Thobela. I wish I could sit here and tell you the lengths we went to lure Tony Lopez back to this country, to give Dingaan his due, and the rest is history. He won the most dramatic fight ending in a world title fight in this country when he fought Glenn Catley. And that, if you haven't seen that, go into your YouTube and watch that last round. It is unbelievable. Dingaan was losing heads down on all the scorecards. With 20 or 30 seconds to go, in the most dramatic fight I've ever seen, Dingaan stopped Glenn Catley with, like, as I say, 20 seconds to go, and the crowd erupted. It's something to see. Dingaan was always modest, always available to anybody who wanted to be there, always with a lovely smile, soft-spoken, and modesty.
As they were showing that fight, it just took my strength, and I didn't have so much strength to say what I wanted to say. But thank you very much to all of you who are here. I wanted to say that what you are doing here, it shows humanity. What you are doing here, it shows that there are people who care for you. What you are doing here, it shows that there are people who have hope on you. So, in all those ways, I just want to say thank you, and thank all of you who supported us from the first day. We were devastated, trying to, collect things and put them together. And that makes me feel much better to see people around us as the Thobela family.
He had a big sense of humor, even if it was dry jokes, but we still laughed with him. The big guy had not died because the idea of which he lived for and dedicated his life to can never die. Those of us who loved and believed in him declare that. It's through us that his ideas will be carried forward. As his children, more than most, carry a very special obligation, not only to share his ideas, but importantly to strive consistently to remain true to and emulate his proud memory.
This is the man who took the South African Junior Lightweight Championship in 1998, beating Bisekaya Mpaduli. That was in Kabeja, Ibizupai at the time. 1990, Dingaan Thobela gets crowned to be the WBO champion. That was in September 1990. Not yet in democracy at the time. For an African man to be crowned a world champion, I think most of us who were there at the time, I was still a young boy, but I still remember vividly that particular day. Again, Dingaan Thobela, June 1993, he made history by winning a WBA championship, being crowned now for the second time a world champion. That was phenomenal, and he made not only Soweto proud, he made South Africa very proud. At the end of the fight, it was 104, judge number 1. If the fight could have ended on a points decision, judge number 2 was 108. Judge number 3 was 105. If the fight could have ended on a points decision, Mr. Makasela, who would have won that fight? It was Glenn Kaki. We were left with 30 seconds until the bell rings. Round number 12, Elias Shabalala in the corner. I've asked Dingaan this question. What happened? What did Mshengu tell you in that corner? Mshengu told Dingaan that we've lost the fight. If you don't win this fight by a knockout or TKO, the promise that you made to the president, former president at the time, Mandela, you would have not delivered what you promised him to do. Dingaan went there, the bell rang, you know, you've seen what happened. That is resilience. That is resilience that is needed in the sport of boxing, and in life outside boxing. Dingaan Thobela have shown us that he was resilient.
And his performance also showcased that. In his inaugural Lauren World Sports World Awards in 2000, our former state president, Dr. Nelson Mandela, said, sport has the power to change the world. It has the power to inspire. It has the power to unite people in a way that little else does. To the family and to everyone, what we once have enjoyed, we can never lose. All that we love, deeply so, becomes a part of us. Condolences to the Thobela family, and may Dingaan's soul rest in peace to rise in eternal glory.